Hey everybody, it's Ken, and I'm cruising into Booty Bay here today to talk to you about a interesting strategy that I've used for a while now for how to make money on the auction house. Now, for those not aware, some of the vendors in various towns that aren't major capitals, such as Booty Bay, uh, really have a lot of unusual stuff for sale. And by unusual, I mean stuff that you can't get from most trade skill vendors except for in different parts of the world. So I'm here in one of the vendor areas in Booty Bay, and they have a lot of interesting stuff here for sale. One of the things they have for sale here is they actually have a pet vendor where you can buy several different pets. One of them being the parrot cage. This parrot cage, actually, depending on which one you choose here, can sell between 19 gold and looks like 70 gold. Um, or this one here, it'll sell between 5 gold and 153 gold. Now, it's amazing because a lot of people don't realize that these are for sale from vendors. So they'll see the stuff on the auction house and they'll go ahead and just buy it. So I'm going to go with the one that's going to be probably more reasonable sale. So both of them are 0.02 sale rate. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to grab the one that's going to sell for probably more reasonable price. Now, something else too is while I'm here, I'm going to look at some of the recipe vendors. Now, what's really interesting about some of these recipes is that these are standard recipes. They aren't limited duration or anything like that. And yet, you can buy them and resell them on the auction house, and it's no problem. Now, when you're doing this, make sure it's not a bind on pickup recipe. And it'll specifically say bind on pickup. But if you look over some of these recipes, you can see that they sell for actually a fair amount of gold, which is really amazing. So this recipe here, I actually just sold one of these 2 hours ago, and I buy it from the vendor for 50 silver, and then I sold it for 9 gold and 50 silver. So I made a 9 gold profit off of a 50 silver recipe. So I already bought one of those, but I wanted to show you that real quick. See if any of these other ones here. So I try to avoid the ones that are higher gold price, because keep in mind that auction house listing fees are directly related to how expensive the item is when you sell it to a vendor. So if you sell this one back here to a vendor, it's only 1 silver, 25 copper. So the listing fee is going to be a multiple of that based upon how long you list it. For this one here, 22 silver is the buy price, 5 silver is the sell. It's still going to be pretty reasonable. Now, when I start getting into ones such as the cooked glossy mite fish, alright, this one costs 1 gold, 60 silver to buy it from the vendor. I sell it back to a vendor for 40 silver. I can tell you right now, if I buy this and I list it once and it does not sell, I am going to lose all of my money that I invested, and I might as well just vendor it back. So that's why I don't usually buy any of these higher priced ones, unless I see that they're really moving a lot, which these are all very low sale rate ones. You can see here, average regional sale rate is 3%. So 3% of auctions for the Sagefish Delight sell. Now, I am going to check. I always check the extra pages of each vendor to see if they have anything else interesting. Sometimes the vendors have limited duration recipes, and I'll see if I can find one of those here for you, so you see what that actually looks like.
See you around.
What can I help you with for the Alliance?
Yo.
All right. Now, this one isn't a limited duration recipe, but he does have limited duration items. So let's take a look at what he's selling. This is an engineering vendor, and he has on him bronze tubes, which it looks like on average daily 0.6 will sell. So in other words, you'll sell one every 2 days. Right now there are 0 auctions up, so if I buy this bronze tube right now for 8 silver, then there's a good chance I can get my money back and actually get a 30-some gold profit just by listing this on the auction house. So I'll go ahead and buy that because that's a pretty good deal. The rough blasting powder, right now there are 15, I'm sorry, right now there's 5.18 is the daily sale number on sold average in our region in the US. So right now it looks like there's 2 auctions available, and right now there's 5 being sold per day. Now keep in mind, of course, that's average, it's not guaranteed. But if I buy this for 16 copper, then I'm going to make a ridiculously large profit on it. So I'm going to buy all 3 of them as well. Finally, coarse blasting powder. That's something engineers make. Now, that I'm not going to buy. All right, and here's why. Here's why I'm not going to buy it. Because right now, there's 2 of them available that I can buy. There's 3 auctions out there, but only 1 sells per day. I'm not going to buy something like this that's only going to sell at 1 per day when I already have competition. So the entire idea behind this is to buy stuff that other people are not selling so that you're the exclusive source.
Hurry back.
Now let's look around here real quick, see if there's any more things that I want to buy. Nothing from this guy.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Now this is interesting. So let's look at this one real quick. So if you look at this, this is the plans for a Moonsteel broadsword. Okay, now this is a limited quantity item, so there's only one available for purchase right now. I actually already have one of these listed on the auction house that I bought earlier, but look at the sale price on this. So this sells. This sells from the vendor for 44 silver. All right, but I could potentially list this for 500 gold. All right, that's an amazing profit right there. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to pick up a second one, but I'm not going to list it yet. Because if I see multiple listed, when I'm buying the plans, if I see multiple listed for a higher price, I'm going to think, yeah, these prices are probably overinflated. But if I only list a single one at a time, wait for that one to sell, then not only am I saving on my listing fees, but also at the same time, I don't have to worry about people thinking, oh, hey, he's just running up the auction house. Which, it's technically, you know, it's a convenience fee is really what people are paying here, because they don't have to travel to this vendor to purchase the item. They don't have to research it. And a lot of times people will just go onto the auction house and they'll search for a recipe that they don't have. They'll just, hey, show me all the recipes available. Oh, I don't have this one. Let's buy that. All right. So, like I said, I already have the Moonsteel broadsword listed, so I'm not going to post that. All right. Here's the recipe for Mithril Trout Head. I purchased that a little bit earlier. I'm going to go ahead and post that. I bought that for 18 silver, and that can list for 67 gold. Alright, now here's the rock scale cod. That one was 18 silver. I can only list that one for about 4 gold, 9 silver, based upon the current market value and historical prices. Let's go ahead and post it. Let's see what happens. I'm only out 4 silver if it doesn't sell. Now finally, let's go ahead, let's list the items that I posted here. Now you can see there's some here available for 13 gold. Alright, for the rough blasting powder. Typically 5 will sell per day. Right now this person has 11 available. I'm going to post all 3 of mine. I typically actually do a 40% cut, undercut. Only because I want to have my stuff sell quickly, and it makes the other people very hesitant to cancel theirs and relist it, because they're already committed at that price. All right, bronze tube is going to sell for 33 gold, which is a tremendous profit, and I have no competition. And then the parrot cage for this here, I've already got one listed at 30 gold. Keep in mind, I only paid 36. I'm sorry, I only paid 40 silver for that. So that's going to be a really good profit if that sells. Now, only 0.2 sold per day. So basically what's going to end up happening is I'm going to sit on this for a while. But the deposit on this is only 6 silver. So it's going to take quite a while. I'm probably going to end up making at least 20 gold profit on this by the time it sells. So I hope this is really helpful on getting started with the auction house and understanding how to actually resell items. So if you got any questions, let me know. I'm happy to answer your questions for you best I can. And I'll catch you all later. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this.